Just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to break. 50. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
Rocket. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Fire.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now I don't think they have any choice.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Wentz. His short throw caught by Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Wentz. Open man, here's Foster. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Robert Foster, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Lions first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
6-6, pull it high. Check 26. Get it.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzgerald. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Waiting. 40, Mike, 40. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 40's Mike. Let's go. Great. All day. Let's go. Hey. 81. 40, Mike, 40. We ain't giving up nothing. Touch.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On second down, it's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
80 weapons. Here we go, Jim. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You draw Corker. Shoot.
Running right, Jones. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Fitzgerald. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's go. Get that quarterback.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Set, ready, 8, read. Here we go, Check 4. Topper. Back. Gone.
Now Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Set up, 50, plant.
From the shotgun again to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
70, Indy. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your...
He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, it's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Fancy footwork at the 45. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Pac-Man. Waiting. Go.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And he's going to have the connection to Foster. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now, Wentz again. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Looking left side, and it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Wentz. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar. Just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36, Fitzgerald dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Fitzgerald escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before half for Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. It'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Check. Back man. 180. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing is Wentz. Got an open man. It's Foster. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Check. Sunday.
On 3rd down, Chandler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
At the 24-yard line.
Set. 10 logos. All day, every day. Team spill.
Throwing on second down. Fitzgerald setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
X3. 218. Chop.
On third down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the Lions first down.
Come on.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
6-6. Pull it high. Fair.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Ready, set.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak, 5.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Okay, ready? Hey, lock it. Here we go. Watch the safety cream.
From the gun on third down. Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Chandler. A big pickup there. For the Eagles, first down, 18 yards.
For Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Wentz now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120! They're gonna need some therapy after this.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. This one caught by Davis. And he goes down, but not before before getting this inside the 25. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Good. 180. Man 5-7.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
180.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Switch. Down and man inside. Down and man.
On play action, Wentz. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, he's going to take a shot. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second and 11 now. Wentz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Recon 132 fighter.
Check 43.
SOS.
Check 24. Check 24.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Deep river.
On first down, Fitzgerald. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Say, Sam off.
They'll run it with Jones. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Again, it's Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out what...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
3, 2-18, chop.
Slam. Switch.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 48, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Go. 120.
Check tight. Check tight. Check.
Bunch.
Check. Watch twins. Alert flare.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Wentz to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Throwing now is Wentz.
You can't block me.
They still can't get it. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
On the ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
They'll go again to Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Tonight.